You want to crack the code and understand what popular YouTubers do to get famous? You might think you need a fancy camera, a cute dog, or limitless money that you can throw at insane challenges to create a global spectacle that people can't just look away from. And sure, that stuff doesn't hurt. But today, I'm gonna share with you the top 10 things that all successful YouTubers do and show you how you can do it too. Hey everyone, I'm Josh, the founder of Upright Media and the host of Press Refresh. If you're struggling to get views or your retention drops off quicker than a goldfish with ADHD, you're gonna wanna stick around because we're gonna fix it up real good. Let's get into it. First up, consistency. You will never grow a successful YouTube brand with an I'm gonna post whenever I feel like it mentality. I promise you won't. I've seen it. Here's what I would suggest. Set specific days and specific times that you're going to upload so people know when and where they can watch your stuff. Successful channels don't leave their audiences guessing when the next video is going to drop. They're consistent. It's like leg day at the gym. No one loves it, but if you skip it, people are going to notice. Look at those little stems. Walking around all top heavy with your tiny little calves. You gotta be the YouTube equivalent of that friend who's always on time. Your audience needs to trust that you're going to show up, even if your videos are bad at first. It's kind of like a first date. It's awkward, but there's a lot of potential. And then you go on more dates, and you show up with interesting things to say, and then you grow, and you get better together. And then maybe you can make things official. Number 2, high quality thumbnails and titles. And I need you to listen good for this one. We're talking about the packaging of your video. This is your first impression, the #1 opportunity for you to get people to watch your stuff. It's your title and your thumbnail. You treat your thumbnail like it's your profile picture on a dating app. If it's not enticing, no one's swiping right. Okay, bad dating metaphors aside, I cannot stress enough how important the packaging of your video is. If you cannot sell your audience on a title and thumbnail, don't waste the time making the video. Say that again. Don't waste the time making the video. If no one's gonna click, if you have packaging, no one's gonna watch your video. And then you will have wasted your time and your money only to be disappointed by your video's poor performance. There is a reason why so many companies invest so much time and money into branding and packaging. It's because they know that people will often make choices based on the package or the label. And I know your mommy always told you, never judge a book by its cover. But on YouTube, just remember, everyone is judging your cover. Everyone is judging your content before they even watch the video. Put your best foot forward with your thumbnail. Look at these. Which one are you clicking on? Now, what about these? This one or this one? Okay, what about these? Exactly. You need to make sure your thumbnails pop. I know which ones were better than the others, and you do too. Your thumbnail has to tell a story, and they have to have a proper curiosity gap. What's a curiosity gap, Josh? Well, I'm glad you asked. You kind of demonstrated it by asking me that question. A curiosity gap is the gap between what somebody already knows and what they want to learn. But whatever you do, do not make your thumbnails clickbait. The thumbnail should be an honest representation of what's actually in your video. You want to draw them in and then pay off on the thumbnail as soon as they click. That will keep your watch time high. Do not use a thumbnail like this to try to trick someone into watching a 22-minute video about how you reorganized your sock drawer. Weirdo. Great example of the curiosity gap. Look at this packaging from Anthony Padilla's channel. I can tell immediately at a glance that he is talking with the woman on the right, who at one point went missing as indicated by the photo on the telephone pole. Now, check out that title. I survived a serial killer? Oh my gosh. The curiosity gap is so juicy here. How did she get caught? How long was she missing? She was a kid in the picture, so presumably a long time. What was it like to escape a serial killer? These are questions I need the answers to. Number 3, engagement. No, not that kind. I'm talking about audience engagement. It's me and you guys till death do us part. To really engage with your audience, you gotta get down in the trenches with them. Respond to comments, ask questions, and actually listen to what your viewers are saying. Act as though you are part of the audience. And just like any friendship or relationship, you gotta pay attention and you gotta show up for them and you have to participate or they're gonna dump your ass for someone who does. Successful YouTubers don't just talk at their audiences, they talk with them. Here's a quick tip. Start by responding to the first 10 comments of every video. Or maybe let them know that you're in the comments for the first 20 minutes every time a video goes live. Not only does it boost your engagement, because people will show up for the chance to talk with you, it also shows your viewers that you're not just a talking head. You actually care. If you give a shit, then they will too. Number 4, niche down. A wise man once said, the riches are in the niches. If you try to be everything to everyone, you'll end up being nothing to no one. So pick a niche and stick to it. Sure, you can be a jack of all trades and make money, but it won't last. If you can become the top voice in a specific topic, a domain expert, a guru, the Yoda of a niche, people will start to associate you with that niche, and eventually you'll always be ahead of the pack in search and suggestion. Hey Josh, how do I find my niche? Great question, future content god. I would focus on what you're good at, what you're passionate about, and most importantly, what you're an expert in. Make a list of the things that inspire you. And if you've already done your 10,000 hours at something, holy shit, you probably already have so much to say about it. Therefore, producing the content will be very easy to you because you already know it so well. Do you know a lot about backyard gardening? Great! I love that for you. But let's make it even more specific. Are we talking about flowers, vegetable gardens, or a whole society of earthworms that you've befriended? The more specific, the better. Find your niche, dominate it, and watch the views roll in. And if you have an interesting niche, drop your channel in the comments with niche, please. I wanna see what you're all about. Number 5, be yourself. Unless you can be Batman, in which case, be Batman. Like, why are you still even watching this? You're Batman. Go do something else.
Welcome to the Bat Podcast, where we discuss true crime across the city of Gotham.
But seriously though, people can smell fake from a mile away. If you're trying to be someone you're not, it's only a matter of time before your audience sees through it. Successful YouTubers are authentic. They let their personality shine through even if it's a little weird. Hell, especially if it's a little weird. Your quirks are what make you unique, so lean into them. And if you're still figuring out your YouTube persona, that's cool too. Just don't be afraid to experiment. 6, provide value. And I'm not talking about the get rich quick kind of value, or here's a life hack that doesn't actually work. I'm talking about real, tangible value, education, entertainment, inspiration, whatever it is. Make sure your audience walks away with something useful and of value. Think of your channel and your content like you're hosting the coolest party in the world. Everyone feels like they're the only one invited. You should treat every video like a special occasion where you're giving your viewers something valuable that they can use, whether it's tips or advice or inspiration to travel or just a good laugh. If they leave your channel wanting to tell at least one other person about it, you're on the right track. That's valuable. Number 7, SEO optimization. And I know it sounds boring, like the hit 90s TV show Friends. But unlike the hit 90s TV show Friends, this is actually important. SEO is what gets your videos in front of people who aren't your mom or your best friend. You gotta learn how to play the algorithm game if you wanna win. Make sure you're optimizing your videos with the right title, keywords, category, and description copy. It's like putting your content on steroids. Suddenly, it's gonna start getting noticed. I recommend using tools like TubeBuddy or vidIQ to get the job done. Stack the deck in your favor so you can gain more traffic and connect with a bigger audience. The more people that connect with you, the greater the chances are that people will subscribe to your channel. Speaking of, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can follow along with my content journey. I really appreciate it. Number 8, collaborate. No one becomes a YouTube superstar alone. Collaboration with other creators is like spotting someone at the gym. It makes you both look better and helps you lift more. Plus, it's a great way to get introduced to new audiences without sliding into people's DMs like a creep.
Ugh.
Reach out to creators with similar or complementary audiences and make something awesome together. I recommend finding people who are doing similar views per month so you're adding equal value to the partnership and can grow together. If you do at least one collab per month, that will be a regular, guaranteed spike in views and subs. Cross promotion is a cheat code, so use it. Number 9, always be improving. If you're not analyzing what's working and what's not, you're leaving gains on the table. Successful YouTubers are like scientists. They're always looking for ways to optimize and get better results. They hypothesize and test and document and iterate. And their channels are like the little test tube babies. It's so cute and they're growing so much. Check your analytics regularly. Experiment with different types of content and adapt based on what's working. If you're stuck, just remember, Rome was not built in a day. So keep marching on. And finally, number 10, patience and persistence. Building a successful YouTube channel is a marathon, not a sprint. And trust me, you're gonna hit some plateaus along the way. It's gonna be hard and maybe even sad at times, possibly lonely, and you probably won't get 1 million views a video for a long, long time. That's okay. Be persistent. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is persistence. If you're not willing to stick it out during the tough times, you're not gonna make it. If you don't have it in you, just hang it up now, pal, and save yourself the time and the headache. But if you do, if you're a champion, buckle up and enjoy the ride. And if you're feeling stuck, take 30 seconds. Fill out the survey in my description, and a few of you will get picked for a little brainstorm session, and I'll help you get unstuck. All right, we covered consistency, thumbnails and titles, engagement, niche focus, authenticity, value, SEO, collaboration, continuous improvement, and persistence. Basically, it's everything you need to stop sucking and start succeeding on YouTube. If you got value from this video, and I hope that you did, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share it with a friend, and don't forget to turn on those notifications and never miss a new video. Because you actually stayed to the end, I think we're best friends now. So here's a little bonus tip. Don't be afraid to fail. Every failure is just another step towards success. So go out there, make mistakes, learn from them, and keep grinding. Thanks for watching. Now go, build your YouTube empire. Get out of here. Go, do it now. Go, you got stuff to do.